everyone. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about the different types of tenants that you could rent to. In my first video, we talked a little bit about how buying a townhome in the Seattle area might not be the best investment right now because you buy a townhouse, you could be paying $600,000 to $700,000 for it. Your mortgage payment is over $4,000 a month, and your rental income is only going to be about $3,000 a month. So right away on day one, you're cash flow negative over $1,000 a month. Now, your mortgage, part of your mortgage payment is on paying back the principal, but that's at the beginning of the mortgage. That's a very tiny portion. Most of your mortgage payment goes towards interest. So you're not really building equity. You're losing a ton of cash on day one. But there are other types of tenants that you could rent to. So you could rent to corporate housing. You could also rent to nonprofits. And I'm going to talk about one nonprofit in particular that I ran into. So this program is called the Oxford House. This program will rent a house from owners, and then they'll provide housing for recovering substance abuse individuals. Now, you might be thinking, I don't want a bunch of druggies in the house, right? However, there are benefits to a landlord, and only for a certain type of landlord. This is not for everybody, and this doesn't fit all homes. Now, they're looking for a house that is bigger, high bedroom count, high square footage. In return, they'll pay above market rent. So let's say you have a house that's a little bit older on the interior, haven't been remodeled yet. Your flooring, your wall, your kitchen might be a little bit older. And if you rent it out on the market right now, you might not be getting that much rent because of the older interior or maybe an unrenovated backyard. Now, for a home, I'm gonna go over I'm gonna share my screen here. Let's look for a house that kind of fits. Okay, so in Redfin, I've set my criteria to be under 850K. I'm looking for high bedroom counts, more square footage, and let's just see here. 2,000 square feet, 2,000. Yeah, okay, well, let's look at this one. All right. This one's actually pretty nice, but we'll use it as an example. So for a 5-bed, 2-bath house, your mortgage payment is about $4,800 a month. The program will house about 10 people in a house like this, and the rent that they'll pay is about $5,500 a month for a house. Now, right away, you can see that you're going to be cash flow positive, and there's going to be higher wear and tear on the house, so you don't want to be purchasing a home that is freshly renovated, right? Because what you're really looking for is a home that is a little bit on the older side, so you're not overpaying. You're paying for a home that just fits their needs. So possibly this, okay, yeah. So let's say, so for this house, it's in a better area, Shoreline versus Linwood. So you're paying a little bit more for the location. Now you might be thinking this house is almost flip, right? If you buy it and you try to rent it out, you're not going to get more than $2,000-$3,000 a month rent for it. However, with just a little bit of touch up, maybe take out the carpet, put in some LVP, maybe repair the cabinets a little bit, no more than $10,000-$15,000 renovation fee costs. the amount of rent that you collect if you rent to this Oxford House program is close to $5,500 a month. So one, you're cash flow positive on day one. Um, Two, you're building equity right away on your property. You won't have any vacancy rates. And you're not worried about wear and tear because you've bought a home that is not freshly renovated. You're basically maximizing the life of the house while doing something good because you're actually providing a housing for recovering substance abuse individuals. I've actually went to multiple of these Oxford houses before, and I've talked to these guys, and these guys are actually trying to really hard to improve their lives, and get out from under their addiction. Um, we're gonna go to the Oxford House website here. So uh, this program's been around since 1975, over 50 years. They run about 3,500 houses right now. Um, and if we go to find a house, let's go to Washington County. You can actually see what the vacancy rates are for these houses. Um, and you can see that in Seattle, in King County, there are multiple of these houses here. And there's a capacity in one column vacancy. So you can see that this program is actually in quite a high demand because there's not a lot of vacancies. And the good thing about this program is you don't have to worry about the vacancies because your lease is with the nonprofit. So your rent is guaranteed by the nonprofit. You don't have to collect rent from 10 different individuals. The nonprofit pays you rent every month. Um, on this website, you can actually click on the house name, um, and see where these homes are. So the homes that they're looking for are not, extremely nice and modern homes. It's just they need a place for these people to live. Now, I again, this is not for everybody because you're not buying a house, a really nice looking home. You're buying a home that you're trying to maximize the life of the house in return for cash flow um, on your investment. So that's kind of what I want to share today. Let me know if you have any questions about this house. I visited multiple of these houses. I'm actually looking for one to invest in myself. And because right now, where else can you invest in a real estate investment and have positive cash flow? The other opportunities I could think of is syndications, but you have to find a good operator. Um, and maybe next video I'll talk about that. But let me know if you are interested. I am a property manager and a real estate agent. So this is what I do. I'm always looking for other investment properties. Let me know if you'd be interested.